Would you ever want someone you didn't know and probably never met deciding who would handle your finances and who would make decisions for you regarding your medical treatment if you couldn't? I'm assuming that the answer is no. So, why do so many people fail to get a financial power of attorney and healthcare power of attorney while they can still make those decisions for themselves? I really don't know the answer to that. So what happens if you don't make those decisions while you're able to? What happens is that either someone in your family or an agency would have to petition the court for guardianship of you. At that point in time, you would lack capacity. You would lack the capacity to make these decisions for yourself, so somebody else is going to have to make that decision for you. And that somebody is going to be a judge who has never met you and knows nothing about you. How can that be avoided? It's very simple. While you have capacity, while you know what's going on, you can have a power of attorney prepared, naming the people in your life who you trust the most to make those decisions. I would recommend that you have a financial power of attorney, a healthcare power of attorney, and a living will. The financial power of attorney and the healthcare and living will, they do not have to be the same people acting on your behalf. There are some people who are very, very good with finances who would be terrible at making medical decisions for you, and vice versa. So you can select the people in your life who you think would do the best job in each category, so to speak. If you leave it up to a judge, they're going to hear testimony. That judge is going to do the best job that he or she can do, but ultimately they are going to make that decision based on maybe a few hours of testimony at most, whereas you know exactly who in your life you would trust making these decisions for you. So if you haven't done so already, please, I would welcome you to talk to me about this. Quite honestly, anybody that turns 18 really should have these things in effect. This does not need to be a situation where you're permanently incapacitated. You could be involved in an accident and decisions need to be made only for a temporary period of time, but nevertheless, a decision needs to be made. So it's a very good idea to have these things in place. In addition to losing that control, if you fail to do this, you're also going to be spending a lot more money if it has to go to a guardianship proceeding. So if you have questions about powers of attorney, if you have questions about guardianships, because sometimes that is necessary, and I'll just give you one brief example. It would be necessary if you have a child, for instance, who has special needs and is unable to make these types of decisions on their own. When that child turns 18, you would want to get a guardianship, and there's no real way around that. So I'm not saying that it never happens, it certainly does, and if it does, please contact me, I'm happy to help you, but it can be prevented, and that's what I wanted to let you know. So until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon.